friends, how are you doing? I hope all is well. Here's to a new week. I'm going to go back to the Vanessa Guillen case. It's very hard for me to do updates on Vanessa Guillen and not have emotion. So it's very hard for me to, and I try, and I know I was all over the place in my other videos because it was unreal, and I had a tragedy in my family a month prior, 2 months prior, so it was really tough for me to make videos and have no emotion because I can relate on so many levels, and I don't think people want to hear that, so I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna have to pause it, if I have to. But okay, so here's the update on Vanessa Guillen. It's been a year. We've met with the 1 year anniversary since her death, and if you remember, just a little refresher, they it was accused that Sergeant Robinson is the one who did in fact supposedly allegedly kill her on base in the armory room. He bludgeoned her to death, took her off base in a box, wheeled her to his car, and nobody saw anything. Okay, allegedly it was him. He was being questioned, and remember, he was being held in a barracks all by himself, I'm assuming, because again, he gets away without anybody seeing him, and then he ended up killing himself while the local police was in pursuit of him. And this is how good they picked him up so fast. It wasn't really closed off as a crime scene for very long, maybe because he shot himself in his vehicle. But anyways, okay, so I'm back to the story here. So yes, he got away. It's amazing to me how he was able to escape Fort Hood twice. He did, okay, really it was three incidents. Okay, number one was the actual murder. He bludgeoned her to death in the armory room. Nobody around. Not a soul around. Nobody saw anything. Nothing suspicious. Like, no. He just, nobody was there. Okay? Puts her in a tackle box, a Pelican case, and wheels her to the car. And nobody saw that. Okay? And then, oh no, actually I think one person saw that, but they didn't think anything was related. And then also, when he's held for questioning in a murder on base, he gets away yet again, and nobody saw him. It's amazing, isn't it? See how we just go off on a tangent here? Like, I have not spoken. It's hard, It's because it's so unfair. She was doing the right thing. She went off to pursue her dream, her lifelong dream, and this happens to her, and it's a shame. It is a shame. So now, present day, so far a little, if we remember, we were doing the protest, hashtag Vanessa Guillen, hashtag I am Vanessa Guillen, and Mama Guillen was not going to give up when Vanessa came to her and said, somebody is, being inappropriate with me. Vanessa said she would take care of it and not to worry about it. And I could only assume she brought it forward to somebody, and we have an update on that as well. Because if you remember, July 2nd, Fort Hood put out this ridiculous press conference and said, and I quote, because I felt that in my soul when he said that. The gentleman said, and I'm not going to name him, he's lucky I'm calling him the gentleman, said, we did not find any credible evidence of such thing, that it ever happened or that she ever complained. Well, present day, right now, 2 days ago, it was confirmed that she was. So I want that, gentlemen. That's what I want for what he said. No credible evidence. Amazing. Amazing scumbag. Okay, so moving on. Oh, and I did go a little further. Telling you the passion. She did meet with the president. The Guillen family did meet with the president. This was a grieving mother that said, shut this base down. Shut it down. And you need to figure out what's going on here. There's some loose ends. Shut this place down and get to work, is basically what she said. And do you know what? After a year, and I was skeptical, they did finally have a third party kick open doors, open closets. They finally did look into what was going on there. And there were some very loose ends there. So much so that Sergeant, the man in charge, I don't even want to say his name, but it's here on the screen. He who was overseeing everything while this happened, the superior of all superiors, was trying to get the heck out of Dodge, before the investigation took place. And they're like, no. You're not transferring to Fort Bliss. No, sir, you are not. Which probably shocked him because things have been shady going on for the longest time there. Many deaths, many disappearances, and nobody batted an eye. And as a matter of fact, I remember, just really quickly, when this case broke, Vanessa Guillen, when they reported her missing, I want to say maybe 1 or 2 days, the local news reported it, and it was kind of starting to dwindle down, and I just couldn't believe it. And I remember how I was like, no. And that was when I made my first video, because I had a feeling that it was just going to be swept under the rug like all the others, And, like I said, I could relate so much to Vanessa Guillen, her family. And I did it, and I never looked back. I don't regret it. And I'm glad I did. It was part of a beautiful movement. The Vanessa Guillen movement. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Of people just coming together for a very good cause. Spread awareness. Give other people strength to come forward. I mean, come on. Like, it just, oh my gosh, it's so touching. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, so anyways, so this man, the man in charge, he couldn't get transferred. He was trying to get the heck out of Dodge. They're like, yeah, no, you're not going anywhere. You're going to stay right here until we're done. So he ended up, actually, he did end up transferring, and he is now in San Antonio. Yeah. So there's that. He's getting closer to me. Like, I never said anything bad about you, sir. Just kidding. Okay, so he's out of there. Okay, and the new guy that they have, spokesperson, the new team, has confirmed that shit has been bad. Shit has hit the ceiling a long time ago, and nobody did anything about it, and they did acknowledge it. So now we come to present day. Our little friend Cecily. Now Cecily, so our friend Cecily, and now I don't know if this was on purpose, but the timing is the worst, and I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt, even though she doesn't deserve it. But who am I to judge? I guess maybe it wasn't done on purpose, but I don't know. Okay, Cecily. She is the one that claimed that she helped dispose of Vanessa Guillen's body. She helped dismember and move it. Is what I understand. Not only move it once, but I believe move it twice, because remember her body was being moved around. Okay, now, oh, I forgot to mention really quickly. Fort Hood, they unveiled a memorial right before the anniversary, 1 year anniversary, and it's actually where back to that little area where it happened. The sisters did go, and they're thankful for the memorial. Okay, during the press conferences, if you don't speak Spanish, try to get it translated if you're watching it online, with the subtitles, because they say more in Spanish than in English. Like in English, they kind of say like a what they want to hear type of thing, and in Spanish they kind of release a little bit more. So yeah. But yeah, sisters were there, and that was it. Again, would not be able to go. The daughter said, it's too hard for her, but thanks. But that was quick, like for a memorial to come up. Like, wow, if only they were this quick when she went missing. But if we could only turn back time, I mean, come on. So there was that. I'll do a whole separate video on that because I have a lot to say about that. Okay. All right. So they did the okay, so Miss Cecily, a little friend here, if you remember, she was charged with one. Hang on, you know what I just noticed? Okay, and I don't know if it's all the emotions when this happened. I didn't notice something. I just noticed it now because I wanted to get what Miss Cecily was charged for. I wanted to get it correct. I actually thought it was going to be a few charges, but it looks like she's just charged with one count. It's a federal count. Let's see, let me get it correctly because I don't want to be incorrect. Okay, so if my memory serves me correctly, she helped dismember Vanessa's body. Okay, buried it. They put it in the car, moved it, and then she did it again, right? Okay, so she dismembered the body and buried her, concealed her, whatever. Okay, so why is this heifer, and I mean that in a loving way, why is she charged with one count of conspiracy to tamper with evidence? What about the mutilation part of it? What about cutting her up? Why isn't she charged for that? Like, I don't get it. Isn't that what she's supposed to be charged with as well? So really, since Robinson can't go to court or faces charges if he was even the person that was doing it, so really, and Vanessa Guillen's mom she's, oh my God, I wish I could be just like her. She, and in her one of the press conferences that they had in front at the base, she said, when she was telling me to shut down, she said, I don't buy that Robinson was the one. I'm just gonna say it right now. I don't know if it was him. They have to show me, because I don't believe it. I think they used him to blame everything on him, because it was several people, not just one superior. It was several, and Robinson is not even a superior. He was not a superior to her. Okay, so I don't understand why she is only being charged with conspiracy to tamper with evidence. Carries a 20-year sentence. In the end, what happened to Vanessa Guillen was very tragic. And I'm glad that we were able to pull together and support other soldiers that may have been through the same thing, both male and female. I wish it would have been taken care of a long time ago, and we just got to keep an eye on them, make sure they actually make changes besides just making people leave. But it's a shame, and that's all I can say. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.